good morning, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are on Tuesday, the 7th of February, 2023, in the time about 8:30 a.m. Central Time. And as you can see, the markets are a bit lower right now. Now, the key today is going to be the speech and interview. I wouldn't call it a speech. Let's call it an interview that David Rubenstein does of Fed Chair Powell. It'll be live. It'll be 11:30 a.m. or thereabouts on Bloomberg TV. So tune into that if you want to see what's said. I can't imagine he won't be asked about future rate hikes, that he won't be asked about the strong jobs market, inflation that is abating a bit, and where the Fed thinks it's going to go. We saw Mr. Bostic come out yesterday, and his reaction was probably higher interest rates than was thought before the jobs data came out. As you can see in the energy markets, we're getting a little bit of a bump. Now, I put out my gasoline report. It's meant for the spring-summer driving season. My reports are only up 3 days. Now, let me explain that to you, and we can take a look at it right here. When I put up my report, which I put up yesterday, they're not a history lesson. What they basically are is they're meant to be viewed when I put them out. I take you through weekly charts, seasonal charts, 2 months of daily charts. And the reason is I look at both the April and then I'll go out into the summer month, and I'm looking to see where might the market get this bid from. Now, do you have to go up in the summer? You don't have to do anything, but you do hear Gas Buddy, you hear the AAA and AA, American Automotive Clubs, you see all those. I'm a member, you're a member. But when you're driving and you hear the radio and you're hearing gas prices are doing such and such, normally you're paying attention spring and summer because that's when the demand comes in and the markets make their move. It's a seasonal factor. I discuss it. I show you where it typically comes alive. I show you bull, bear, and neutral years. So you can take a look at all three events as to how they look. If you want to see the report, just move your cursor up here, give a click, and away you go. It will come off on Thursday, so you won't get to see it again. I am going to do a different type of report. I may get one of those done today after I hear Fed Chair Powell, what he has to say. As I said, I'm going to do more and more of these. They're free, of course, to my subscribers. You get to see them free a couple of times in a year period. And then after that, you can either join me or you just don't see them. It's up to you. But I think you'll find them very interesting. A lot of effort goes into them. So, as I was saying, if we come back and we now look at today, you had the U.S. trade deficit. Came out much worse than thought. The market was looking for $61.5 billion, $67.4. Tonight, President Biden speaks in front of Congress. Do you think he's going to mention that? No. He will talk about how great his programs have been and what the jobs market has done under him. That's where he'll talk. Red Book retail sales. Start paying attention to this. The numbers used to be, when compared to the pandemic, up anywhere from 10% to 14%. They've been falling, and now they're cracking the 5% level. Are they going to go to zero, where there is no increase? Got to pay attention there. Fed Chair Powell will be speaking in Washington, D.C. in front of David Rubenstein, who will be the host. The Federal Reserve updates the monthly consumer credit around 2 this afternoon. API will come out at 3:30. The president, as I said, tonight, he'll take to the airwaves. This is traditionally the time when a president will step in and say, okay, I'm running for the president. But I think a lot of people, me included, think that there's an age point here. And frankly, I look at the man and I say, maybe it's time that a younger man, and I'm not a young guy myself, maybe a younger guy steps into a role like that. People will say, nah, Ira, he's fine. That's what makes it an election, right? And that's what he'll be dealing with. In any case, if you want to see my video report, all you need to do is follow me up here. Go to our website if you want, iraepstein.com. Under the word research, you'll see the gasoline report. Give it a click and away you go. I'm Ira. You have a good day. I'll talk to you at the end of the day with the market wrap up, and there'll be a lot to talk about because we're going to hear from Fed Chair Powell. It's rare that you get him back to back the way we're getting right now. Take care.